In the history of music, there are many examples of artists who left behind not only melodies but also eerie premonitions about their fate. Some musicians seemingly predicted their own deaths through song lyrics, interviews, or even their final words. These dark omens not only add an additional layer to their legacy but also make us reflect on the fragility of life and the inevitability of death. By delving into the lives and works of these artists, we can see how their struggles with inner demons and awareness of their own ends were reflected in their music. Jimi Hendrix ***. Jimi Hendrix, one of the most influential and revolutionary guitarists in rock history, passed away in 1970 at the age of 27. Known for his unparalleled skill and innovative use of effects like distortion and feedback, Hendrix left an indelible mark on music despite his brief career. However, one of the eeriest aspects of his life was a song he recorded in 1965, titled The Ballad of Jimi. In this song, Hendrix chillingly sings the line, "5 years, he will be gone." Exactly 5 years after the song's release, Hendrix died from a drug-related complication in London. While it could be viewed as coincidence, many fans and conspiracy theorists have taken this line as a haunting prediction of his untimely demise. The combination of his mysterious lyrics, the famous 27 Club mythos, where several iconic musicians died at 27, including Janis Joplin and Jim Morrison shortly after him, has fueled speculation that Hendrix had an unusual premonition of his own death. His tragic passing remains one of rock's greatest losses, cutting short the career of a musical genius who was just reaching the peak of his potential. Tupac Shakur, one of the most influential and iconic figures in hip-hop, frequently referenced death and his own mortality in his music and interviews. His songs often carry dark, prophetic themes, particularly in tracks like Hail Mary and To Live and Die in LA, where he seemed to sense his fate. Tupac's raw lyrics, filled with reflections on violence, life on the streets, and the constant threat of death, resonated deeply with fans and contributed to his larger-than-life persona. In 1996, at the age of 25, Tupac was shot in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas and later died from his injuries, cementing his legacy and sparking numerous conspiracy theories. Some believed his music had foretold his tragic end, while others speculated that he had faked his death to escape the pressures of fame. His unsolved murder, combined with the hauntingly prescient themes in his work, has only fueled the mystery surrounding his life and death. To this day, Tupac remains a powerful symbol of both artistic genius and the violence that often comes with it. John Lennon, a legendary member of the Beatles and a cultural icon, had an eerie premonition about his own death. In a 1965 interview, Lennon stated, "I'll probably be popped off by some loony," expressing fears of being killed by a crazed individual. Tragically, this dark prediction became a reality in 1980 when Lennon was shot outside his New York City apartment by an obsessed fan, Mark David Chapman. Chapman had idolized Lennon but grew disillusioned and fixated on ending his life. The murder shocked the world, marking a devastating end to the life of one of the most beloved musicians and peace advocates of the 20th century. Lennon's fears of a violent death, expressed years earlier, only added to the chilling nature of the tragedy. His death not only robbed the world of a musical genius but also highlighted the dangers of fame and obsession. Lennon's legacy as a songwriter, peace activist, and visionary endures, with fans continuing to mourn his untimely death and remember his profound impact on music and culture. Elliott Smith, the American singer-songwriter known for his haunting melodies and deeply introspective lyrics, often explored themes of death, addiction, and self-destruction in his music. Songs like King's Crossing vividly expressed his struggles with inner demons, capturing a sense of despair and a longing for escape. His raw vulnerability resonated with fans, but it also hinted at a darker undercurrent in his personal life. In 2003, Smith died under mysterious circumstances from his stab wounds to the chest, a case that remains controversial. While his death was initially ruled as a possible suicide, the unusual nature of the wounds has led to ongoing speculation and debate about whether foul play was involved. His passing shocked the music world, leaving behind unanswered questions and a legacy of profoundly emotional music that continues to influence artists. Smith's tragic death, coupled with the recurring themes of mortality in his work, has made him a figure of both artistic brilliance and personal turmoil. His music, filled with quiet anguish, stands as a lasting testament to his unique voice, the complexities of his life. Jim Morrison, the enigmatic frontman of The Doors, was known for his fascination with death, the afterlife, and existential themes, which often surfaced in his lyrics. His poetry and songs frequently delved into dark, introspective subjects, and Morrison seemed to harbor a sense of his own impending doom. In tracks like When the Music's Over, he famously sang, "When the music's over, turn out the lights," a line many believe foreshadowed his untimely death. In 1971, at the age of 27, Morrison died under mysterious circumstances in Paris. His death was officially attributed to heart failure, though no autopsy was performed, leading to ongoing speculation about the true cause. His passing, like that of fellow musicians Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin, who also died at 27, contributed to the myth of the 27 Club, further cementing Morrison's place as a tragic rock legend. Morrison's lyrical preoccupations with mortality, coupled with his untimely death, have only amplified his mystique. His wild persona, coupled with his profound and often cryptic songwriting, continues to fascinate fans and scholars alike. Ensuring his legacy endures, Kurt Cobain, February 20, 1967, April 5, 1994, was an American musician, singer, and songwriter, best known as the frontman of the grunge band Nirvana. He grew up in Aberdeen, Washington, and developed a passion for music from an early age. In 1987, he co-founded Nirvana with Chris Novoselic. The band achieved international fame following the release of their album Nevermind in 1991, which featured their most famous hit, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Cobain became a symbol of Generation X, and his music expressed the frustrations of youth. However, Cobain struggled with depression, addiction, and the pressures of fame. These issues, along with personal difficulties, led him to take his own life in 1994 at the age of 27. His death shocked millions of fans and solidified his status as a cult figure in music history. Lenny Bruce, October 13, 1925, August 3, 1966, was an American comedian, actor, and writer known for his provocative and often politically incorrect comedy. Born in Manhattan, New York, Bruce began his career in the post-war years, performing in nightclubs. He was one of the first comedians to use profanity and discuss taboo topics such as sex, racism, and religion, making him a unique voice in comedy. His style combined elements of improvisation and social commentary, attracting attention but also leading to numerous legal battles over obscenity charges. Bruce was arrested several times for his performances, but his work had a significant impact on the comedic art form, paving the way for future comedians. Despite his success, Bruce struggled with addiction and personal issues. He died in 1966 at the age of 40 from a drug overdose. His legacy lives on, and he is regarded as one of the greatest comedians of all time, inspiring many subsequent artists. The tragic fates of these musicians remind us that behind the bright lights of the stage and musical accomplishments often lie deep personal issues and battles with demons. Their chilling predictions of death have become part of their legacy, evoking not only sadness but also admiration from fans. The music of these artists continues to live on, urging us to cherish every moment and remember the fragility of human life. These stories serve as a reminder that in the world of art, as in life, sometimes the darkest themes can be the most powerful and significant.